Okay, so guys, today we're going to be discussing the routes that we've all decided to take career-wise. And as you know, we've all got African parents and how they felt about some of us not going to uni. And I say that because 3 of us have not been to university. God, let me just say, I probably ain't gonna got my GCSEs by Anyway, moving on, the only person that has been to university and is still in university is JB. As you know, Ravi is a junior chef. She's not been to university. I obviously have my modelling, my website, and all the other things that I do on the side. And Tyrone is an entrepreneur. He's into investments and business. Yeah, and JB is
star.
He's a star. He's a superstar. He's Leicester's very own guy.
Serious? DJ Bully. Somebody call 911. The conversation wasn't too pleasant, you know. Like, obviously, my parents are Ghanaian, you know, so my mom and dad, you know, they're from Ghana, you know, Teshin, Accra, East Legon, that's where we're from, you know, so obviously, these lot believe in education a lot, you know, and obviously my older brother, you know, he never really pat in university, probably, you know, he's an entrepreneur like me, man. I took it from him, but you know, I sat down with my mom after I was like nearly finishing college, and my dad, you know what, my dad came home from work, and I was chatting to my mom, and then obviously my dad come in, hello everybody, what's going on, blah blah blah. So we're chatting away. He comes in, he goes, oh bro, what's going on? Because obviously it was quite, how can I say, it was quite tense in there, you know. And my dad just sat down with his briefcase, had his tie on, because obviously my dad's a doctor, you know. He wanted me to go through that way. So had a chat, and I just told my mom and dad, I just broke it to them. I said, listen, mom, dad, I don't think I could go to university, you know. And my mom...
Laugh through the pain.
Oh, Terrence, like reliving the moment. So when you have to tell your parents something so intense, I bet you're sweating,
it was a bit...
It was right.
You know what, let me just, you know, I don't really want to reveal a lot, but yeah, they were just like, yeah, they weren't very, very happy, but you know, I chose a totally different route. So I let my mom and dad down for at least 2 years, you know. Like, I used to come home from, you know, work. I'm heavily involved in sales, so I got involved in entrepreneurship when I was probably about 18, because I used to do like door to door. I used to knock doors and sell. I used to sell cavity wall insulation.
Tyrone can sell me anything. He can talk for the world.
You know what I'm saying?
Tyrone can talk for the world, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
I was involved in the industry where they taught me a lot, you know. And as an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to sell. So I started selling, you know. I was knocking doors, and when I first told my mom, yeah. So I said to my mom, Mom, yeah, man's got a new job, blah 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 blah. She said, what do you do? I said, Mom, I'm a door knocker. I bang doors for a living, bro.
I would die.
Hey, so obviously it was tense, but I worked really, really hard for at least a year and a half. You know, I got showed a lot of things. You know, I got taken on various different trips. I met a lot of millionaires in the sales industry, and obviously when I was about 20, 21, branched out. I started doing my own thing, and you know, I started to earn a handsome income, you know. And then I started to invest. But
Waiting for the autobiography, Tyrone.
hey, don't worry, soon come, man, soon come. My life is it's crazy.
Read every page.
But yeah, no, that's like going, like not choosing to go uni, especially if you got African parents, bro. It's like I think now going to university is not so that you can show other people your success. I think it's more now, so my parents can show other people that I was a successful parent. You know, like if you're going to university, you really genuinely have to go and pattern it. And I just thought to myself, the 3-4 years that I'm going to be studying uni, that's the time that I could be spending learning how to be an entrepreneur, learning how to sell, learning various different things about business. And then, you know, I just used my time wisely, because I understood very, very quickly as a young man that time is money, you know, and it's the only thing that we will never ever get back, because it's so valuable. And you know, I just used that time to learn, to develop, to grow as an individual. And then, you know, I just wanted to be as you know, like a light to everybody else. But before I could do that, I had to shine first, you know.
Times, you know, our parents, they want to show other people that, okay, this is what we're doing. Especially being African, I think, I can't say this because my mom's not like this, so listen, big up to your mom. I can't relate in it, but I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak. My mom's very supportive, but I'm gonna speak for those with parents that always compare them to other people, especially in the Zimbabwean community. Everyone does nursing, Zumba. As you all know. You know, you finish college, you go to university, you do nursing. So,
I know bare Zims that does nursing.
See, you know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, when you sometimes, but it's true though. It's not a lie. Most of us do take the nursing route. It's true though. You know, most of us do take the nursing route, and sometimes you find like if you're not. Yeah, if you're not where you're supposed to be, or your parents think you're slacking, they will say to you, why don't you be like Sarah? Be like Sarah. Sarah's doing this thing. You're here doing nothing. Do you know what I mean?
You got that Zim accent.
Sarah, she found a job. She found a job. Now she's working in one of the top London hospitals.
Listen, the worst thing is, I've just gone to Sarah's mom's house and they told me to say, sorry guys, I just had to slip in the shower.
Hey, shout out Sarah though. Yeah, but big up Sarah then.
Doing nursing and a nursing degree and she's nearly finished. You are just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So guys, this is sometimes as Africans, as African children and being Zimbabwean, sometimes that's what you get. It's like the pressure of you feeling like you're not doing anything yourself. You may feel like I'm slacking. But when your parent comes to compare you to somebody else, I don't think that's a nice feeling. Obviously, I can't relate.
Like, I think doing the uni thing and doing your own thing, like, it's not even that bad as you're not saying. Like, there's bare people that actually are successful that actually went to uni, or even musicians. Bare people actually that you don't listen to or that do music actually do go uni as well. Like, it's, I don't know, it's not like something new and crazy, I think. But for myself, obviously, my parents just wanted me to go uni, and I just wanted it for myself as well, because I always believe that you need like a backup plan as well. Like me, it's like music thing is I think, in my opinion, I think it's like more effort based. So the more you work, the bigger you become. If you don't work towards it, then you won't get nothing out of it. And it's like a small sector as well. Not everyone becomes big. You can be sick, you can be hard, you can have sick bars or whatever. You can be a great rapper or whatever, but if you're not there and you don't make it, then you won't get it. But so that's why I thought, yeah, let me go to uni as well. In college, school, and I was always good at maths, so I just wanted to do something with like banking, in case. But obviously, I don't want to see myself in no office, but just in case that if the music thing don't pop, I'll still be able to provide for whoever, family, and all that. And, you know.
Then, about what you said, JB, don't you think that doing university and music is having your like one foot out the door? You're not fully invested.
Yeah, true. Music. I'm not, but like it depends on yourself though, because anyone can put 100% into both. You can graduate and then still become successful. I can do my assignments and then turn up. I can put in my assignment for 12 o'clock, done it, and then still go straight to a show after and perform and get the money straight after as well. So
do your parents feel like you're distracted?
My parents do feel like I'm distracted, but I obviously tell them always I got it under control. But they say, yeah.
So you have to bring the grades home.
Yeah, obviously that's the.
And when you don't bring the grades home, trust me, there'll be a conversation being had.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I don't know then they
it's like, oh, because you're doing music and.
I don't know what they bring or just. Bring,
yeah.
You know,
so obviously, then it's mad, but then obviously then that means you're not really concentrating, isn't it? More time you got. If you're doing the uni and you want to do whatever else you're doing, you can just put full effort into both, and the outcome that you'll get out of it will just be better as well, I reckon.
But do you have a hope in one being more bigger than the other?
Yeah, definitely. I obviously want the music to come out more, because that's more like something that I have passion for, but something you like and something you have passion for. Like the one you have passion for is what you're gonna strive more for.
There's no room for emotion in the big leagues, for real. But there's room for passion.
Yeah, passion. Always,
100%, you're right.
But because I'm different from all of you lot, because my parents will never sit down and give me education talks. They will never, like, what's your plan? Are you going to go to university? Now you finish college? Because it was like, even when I had the comparison gene though. So it was always where like, I had one cousin that was really quiet, but then like her mum was very, not braggy, but like her mum would always let the family know how well she's doing in school. Then I had like, because my dad has two sisters, so I had those two cousins. So I have one cousin that's very similar to me grade-wise, but there's things that should excel in more. Then there's things I'd excel in more. Does that make sense? So she would do drama. No, she would do dance. She'd excel in her dance. I would excel in my drama.
Right.
So when it came to GCSE day now, it was where like I'm sweating because I'm thinking, I can't tell my parents my grade before I know her grade, because it's going to be a comparison before it's even a celebration of what I've achieved. So then I remember going to GCSE day, getting my grades, and then going home. My mum's like, "Oh, what did you get? What did you get? What did you get?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, but someone told me that my cousin had rang looking for me, so let me ring her and check on her first." So my cousin, she's like there screaming on the phone, and she's like, yeah, oh my God, I did so well. Oh my God, even my maths, I only failed, and I only got like a D, only a D. I'm thinking, but I got an F though. So how do I start this conversation with my parents now? Do you know what I mean? So instead of thinking, oh, but the things I wanted to come out with, I did. The things I knew I was going to achieve, I achieved them. I was sweating more about, oh, but that grade that my cousins got higher, how am I going to explain that? So then, like, with me, when I went to college, I got pregnant halfway through college. So I was 16, turning 17, I think, that December when I found out I was pregnant. So I didn't have the whole, what are you going to do about uni? Now it was more of, so you're having a baby, what's your plan? Because back in the days, you couldn't have no government house because government houses have to be 18 and over. So my mum and dad are like, what's your plan? Like, what are you going to do? So with me, I already had a plan. As soon as I was old enough, I was out. I was going to move out into my own house anyways. It was just that now my plan had come 2 years ahead of when I planned it. So now having to tell your parents, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm going to go live with my baby dad. How about that? So being Zim, if you're Zim, you know, it does not happen like that. It doesn't work like that. There's the talk of Labola, there's a talk of damage. Oh yeah, Zim have this thing called damage, yeah, where the man pays for basically damaging you before you left the house. So it's like that you're basically paying.
Be careful when you're going to Zimbabwean girls, you pay damage.
Well, what about this insurance?
No, it's kind of like you've taken her out of the house before marrying her. I don't know how to explain what damage is.
Okay. It makes sense. It makes sense.
A girl is supposed to be a virgin before she gets married.
Yeah.
Also, just because you
get smashed.
But then it's mad. It's not like parents. It's not like parents
smashed because she's not pregnant.
It's not like because it don't matter how old the girl is. It don't matter. Like she could be 30.
But who decides?
If you get her pregnant, you're paying damage before you pay her dowry.
Wow.
No, but is this like something like all Zims know, like damage?
But
everyone knows this.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone.
But is it like
every Zim?
Every Zimbabwe, every household made practice.
Okay,
but they do. But like most people, they do. Especially when I was 16, my dad was vexed up. My dad was vexed. So he called everyone in the family is like talking, and they're like, yeah, we have to charge him. No, she can't just go for free. You have to charge him. So like by the time now, obviously, because I remember in Zim culture, you can't just sit your parents down like, oh, mum, dad, I'm pregnant.
So how do you have to do it?
You have to go to your dad's sister or someone on your dad's side of the family. Tell them you're pregnant.
Like your auntie.
Yeah, so I went to my auntie. My auntie says, okay, you're sleeping at my house. Like, pack your bag.
It's going to your parents directly disrespectful.
It's disrespectful because you got pregnant in their house. Yeah. Under their roof, if that makes sense. Obviously, you didn't have sex in their house.
So now, even sometimes, let's say you make that mistake and you do want to make it right, you can't go directly to the parents and say, you have to go to
wouldn't your parents want you to, like, be with them? Like, obviously, like, supporting wise. Like,
what do you mean?
So obviously, you got pregnant. Also, your dad and uncle. Oh, okay. So what should we do? Let's help. And
what should we do? They were there shooting in the gym. They're like,
what can we do to help?
No, but then help.
But I know, but
let me be honest with you. When I got pregnant when I was 16, I don't remember anyone ever sitting me down and being like, how can we help you? It was like, because with me, I've always been independent anyways. So when I got pregnant, I already had, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, my plan was set. I was going to do this, I was going to do this, I was going to do that. Do you know what I mean? So with me, it was a situation of where, because I'm not a person that likes being questioned about my plans either. I like to just show you my plans. You're going to find out. Don't worry, you'll find out. But, so sitting down and my mum being like, so what's your plan now that you got pregnant? So you're going to finish college? Because at that time, funny enough, I was studying social work. So it wasn't something I even wanted to do. It was one of those situations, once again, it was a conversation of, don't you think you should take a safe job? So I was studying healthcare in order to do social work at uni because it was the safe job.
Shout out Sarah.
That's why I would be at the safe jobs, because a lot of African parents, they do that, the government jobs, because they're safer. Because our parents came here obviously struggling, then gave us the comfortable backgrounds to now do what we want to do, but somehow they make us afraid to branch out. Right. Do you know what I mean? So they still tell you, oh no, be a nurse or be a social worker. It's a safer job. But then you're thinking, but mum, you worked hard, got me a British passport so I could be looked at as a British citizen. You wanted to do nursing because it was an easier way for you to get your passport or whatever it is that you needed. I'm now trying to branch out. You're looking at me sideways like, so what you gonna do with chefing?
I left school, went to college. I was quite a tyrant, you know. I got kicked out. I got kicked out of first year of college, and then your parents have to go in and tell them that she's gonna be a good African child. This will never happen again. Please let her back in. So second year, I think they let me back in, but after 3 months, I just never went back. One day I just decided that I wasn't going, so I never went back. And of course, my mum wasn't very happy with it. But at the time, I was going through a lot of things. So as a parent, she understood that I needed to take time, sort myself out, and then she gave me time. When she thought I was together, she was like, "You're slacking in my house, boo boo. Get your bag and go back to school." So yeah, basically, she enrolled me in she did. Mum took me to college interviews, told me exactly what to say, told me to behave myself, was pinching me. She was doing the most to make sure I went in, and I did that course. So anyways, guys, long story short, I think let's just say my mom is one of those people that always focuses on the strengths of her children. So not necessarily when she was telling me to do nursing and social work and stuff like that, it wasn't because it's the easiest thing to do, or it's the easiest route, or it's the safest route. No, she chose particularly. We sat down and we spoke. She said, "Mercy, I see you on a day-to-day basis, and I see what you're like. I see your heart. I see the kind of person that you are. And this will be more, I think, personally, this will be more suited for you. But if you don't want to do it, that is okay." And I feel like the reason my mum needed to take this step with me, unlike other children who already at 12 have dreams of what they want to do. You know, some other kids dream big. I've never been one of those children that has dreamt big and say, "Oh, when I'm like 18, I want to be a nurse, or I want to be a superstar." Like, no. You'd ask me, "Mercy, so what do you like?" I'd be like, "I don't know." And that's what you would always get from me is, "I don't know." So she then thought, okay, we can't be going through these "I don't know" stages when you're now 16, 17, 18. You need to have something. Like, you need to have something. If you don't want it for yourself, I want it for you. And you know what? You live in my house, you are going to have something. So mum took me to enroll. This was nothing to do with me. I'm still the "I don't know" gang. So yeah, she took me to enroll, and she enrolled me in an access course, and this course was for it's meant for adults. So but she thought, you know what, you can handle it, girl. I believe in you. You know, go to do the access course. It was only a year because she also knows that I don't like going to school. Anyways, after that, I started taking pictures with my sister, and me and my sister just get up to all kind of debaucheriness in this house. And for some reason, we take pictures, post them on Instagram, and they really got a really good response from it. And we've been doing it for like 3-4 years now, and that's basically how I started modeling and DTheLabel.com. And
getting that shit
again, my mum is pretty much involved in the running of things. You know what, this may be embarrassing, or people are like, "Why are you saying this?" But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My mum is one of those parents. She is very, very hands-on. So she says, "You know what? You didn't know what your strengths were when I was asking you all these years, but you're amazing in front of the camera. Like, you're good at speaking. You know, you." And whilst I was doing that, I was growing my confidence, and she saw how I was growing and evolving as a woman, do you know what I mean? Because I was no longer a girl, I'm 22 now, I'm a woman. So she was like, "You're amazing at this." And to this day, she does everything to make sure that my dream come true, because obviously that's my dream now. And with my website, she helps, shop for stock, everything. Mumsy's there. So that's my story, innit? So yeah.